The green border hills of Cavan and South Fermanagh. Here at Wattle Bridge, the River Finn meanders peacefully from the south on its way north into Lough Erne. Not far away is the border village of Newton Butler, which as the crow flies is less than 5 miles from Clonus. Just over a week ago, the local RUC station in the village was attacked by the IRA with homemade mortar bombs, which had been placed in a hijacked truck. Although no one was injured in the attack, nearly 300 villagers had to remain out of their homes overnight, while the unexploded mortars were made safe. Like many of the towns and villages straddling along the border, Newton Butler has experienced its share of brutal murders. These killings have bred a quiet fear into some people. One retired UDR officer here in this town would only talk to us provided he wasn't identified.
Over the years, Newton Butler has been, as you know, is near the border. There is that certain amount of feeling of fear amongst the Protestant people. They don't know who's going to be next, so many have been shot. A number of people had to leave, some had to go to Canada, and others living on the border had to move inland.
Winter is drawing in now. Are people afraid at night when they see somebody they don't know in the town or coming to their house?
Well, you have to treat everybody with suspicion before you open the door. That's what it amounts to.
Now you yourself, you've come across some of the people who've been shot dead.
I have had close contact with a number who have been shot. We've had a man shot in the garage, a man shot in a hardware shop, a man shot on the road going out to his work one evening going for a night shift in the factory listening to ski. I saw myself lying on the road. He had been walking into Newton Butler to get a lift to listen to ski to his work with another chap who was going to work there. I saw myself lie on the road with a lunchbox under his arm just where he had fallen forward and the lunchbox was still there under his arm. There was parts of his skull about 40 to 50 yards down the road. He had been shot, and then whoever shot him came out through the hedge and apparently poured a hail of bullets right through his head, blew his head to pieces.
And do people in the village always live under this constant threat that something might happen?
Well, thankfully there has been nothing for a number of years now, and except the assassinations which occurred one assassination last year, but nothing in the line of a bomb, and result that people I don't think they build up to it, but then when it happens there is chaos and there's no planning for it. There's no way that you can plan that if a bomb is on the east side of town we'll all go to the west side of town, or vice versa, from the west side of town all go to the east side of town, because the road system, it doesn't just work that way.
What type of effect has living so close to the border does it have for the people of Newton Butler?
Well, Newton Butler is so close to the border that we would really regard ourselves sometimes as a Monaghan town, sometimes as a Cavan town, as a crossroads village. One road leads south, which is into Cavan, one road east into Monaghan, one road west into Lough Erne, and one road north into Fermanagh. And with the result, over the years, our social pattern has been built more around Clonus or Cavan than around the rest of Fermanagh. And now that we have these vehicle checkpoints and the hotels are there and the golf club is in Clonus, and people going there tend to well, not like it at night when they're coming home and stopped and searched and so on. And then the ordinary commerce of the village is all cross-border. The trucking firms and the quarry firms and that have a lot of business across the border. There's constant stopping, searching, and people get fed up with it. It's rather like traffic jams in London. If you're in London, you expect traffic jams, or in Newton Butler, you expect quiet country roads, and you get a lot of traffic jams.
Some people say that basically an awful lot of the border now is a no-go area.
Well, it can be regarded certainly as a no-go area, because the situation is such that even an accident, the police have to verify before they come out that it is an accident.
And can Fergus Quinlan understand why some of his Protestant neighbours don't want to be seen on camera?
Well, I can understand the fear that probably Catholics in the North Belfast and areas like that wouldn't want to appear in front of camera, and whether these fears are justifiable enough or not, a fear is something we can't legislate for.
Now, you've told me you don't want to be identified. Why not?
Because I'd most likely be shot if I was.